water signs, welcome to Cosmos Unspread. My name is Michelle Rogers, and this will be a reading that will go on for the next 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, okay? Before I begin, I have already cleansed my space, including myself, my cards, my crystals, and activated the crystal grid for you, my friends. Okay, so let's begin. So, what came through prior while I was praying and meditating over this reading for you was the first thing I saw in vision, in parentheses, the word why. Okay, so I asked for clarification in the Akashic Records about this, and then what happened next was I had a vision. I saw a female energy. It was as if she was in an office setting, okay, and this not in a home, like some type of business, and it would be what you would normally expect to have a lot of cubicles, but there were no cubicles, but there were all kinds of desks. So it was out in the open, just all kinds of desks. But here's the thing, they were all empty. There was no one else there. And this female energy was sitting alone at her own desk, okay? And so also during this vision I heard, she said, I'm going back to how I react and my level of maturity. Okay, now there's several things that I got from this. So first of all, now we're in an office setting, right? There's no one else there. So I feel like for many of you, either you have already been going through this situation or you're getting ready to step into this energy, okay? But I feel like what's happening here is, you know, this could be as far as the career or job aspect of things, that you have, basically you've taken on something, because remember, there were multiple desks. So that's meaning lots of other employees, although no one was there, okay? So having some kind of business relationship where you're feeling like, or you are doing a majority of the work, or feeling like you're doing everything and the other employees are not doing what they're supposed to do. They're out having fun, living their lives, and leaving you with everything, okay? Now this could also be the word why. This could be you, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, asking yourself, why did I allow this to happen? Okay, you know, for some of you it could be like a thing of beating yourself up, like, oh my God, you know, what have I put myself in? What have I got myself into? Why did I sign those contracts with those business partners? Why did I trust them the way that I did? You know, why did I allow myself, you know, the list goes on. But but the thing that I feel like, you know, asking yourself why is a good thing, because, you know, we have to remember part of the reason that we come here in this physical body is so that we can have soul growth, and we can learn lessons, and we can learn how to manifest. And part of that is learning what we don't want so we can see what we do want, right? Okay, so it's a good thing that you're questioning self, but Spirit doesn't want you to beat yourself up over it, you know, because this is something that you were supposed to endeavor, okay? Because this actually is going to help you in the long run, in the future. Now, I also felt like, okay, let's go back. She said, I'm going back. Okay, so again, now this is telling me that for many of you, okay, going back. So in other words, this is not originally how you all have started out in a situation. Now this could be a love interest. It doesn't have to be career, okay? This could be family, friends. Does not have to be intimate, but can be, you know, but just it could be some kind of other situation. So take this how it resonates in your life. But I'm going back. So when we break that down, that's telling me that prior to this situation or this arrangement, that like you felt like you had it going on, or maybe you had your business, or you had a friendship, or some kind of organization, something under control, to the sense of what's a balanced life for you, okay? And you were doing things, you had your own rules, you were making things very productively in your own way, and you saw progress from it, okay? But then there's some kind of opportunity or someone that comes into your life that is like this, the tall, dark, and handsome stereotype, and says, hey, I really like what you got going on here. I would like to be part of this, right? And you're like, and kind of like you fall for it, okay? Even if you were skeptical in the beginning, this person or this group of people made it seem like it was something that would really benefit you, okay? And although it may financially or in some aspects benefit you or have benefited you if you've already been in that energy, at the end of the day, remember, I saw all the other desks were empty, so it's like you were doing the majority of the work. And it's one of those things, okay, well, even if I'm getting this out of it, is it worth all the work and effort? I'm working myself to death. It's that kind of energy. Is it worth what I'm getting back from that, okay? Hold on just a moment. I want to make sure that if there's anything else Spirit wants me to say about this. Okay, so I'm going back. So I feel like Spirit's also saying, so I'm going back to the drawing board. I'm going back to the basics where I was before this situation occurred, okay? Okay, so I'm going back to how I react. So I'm going back to how I react. That's being aware, okay, being mindful of being your true self and how you react with situations, how you do your job, if this is career for you, how you react during some type of conflict, instead of how other people expect you to react, or other people expect you to be, okay? So I'm going back to how I react and my level of maturity. So this is also telling me that in a maturity sense, you are far exceeding and already had far exceeded this situation prior to being in this endeavor, okay? And so it's a thing of, it's kind of like, I have this feeling of like, okay, so, you're smiling and happy, okay? And you are getting things done. You're staying in balance with the tasks that you're giving yourself. And then all of a sudden, you get these people, this group of people, or this person that's wanting to give you some opportunity or some kind of love interest or, whatever. And so then you take it, and then all of a sudden, because they're making it appear like it's going to be, the greener on the other side scenario, okay? But then when you actually do it, you're like, oh my God, why did I do this to myself? What have I gotten myself into, right? Okay, well then, when you're there, you're starting to realize, oh my God, I was already far past this to begin with. Why am I doing this? Why? Maybe it's a business that you've been in for several years, or self-employment that you've been doing for several years on your own, and you already know the ins and outs of it, and then you take part of this group, and everyone sees that you know the ins and outs of it, and that's why you're left holding all the cards in your hand, and everyone else is out playing around. And then also for some of you, I feel like it's just a situation of it was just a learning experience. Some of these people, even if they are your age or older, physically, may not mentally be your age or older. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And may be more dramatic about things, bringing drama into situations. Okay, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and we're going to go ahead and start with the crystal in the turban seashell scry. I'll be right back with you, lovely water signs. Okay, I'm back. Give me just a moment so I can line up to the crystals in the shell. Holy Spirit, Holy Divine, please show me, tell me, or both. What do the lovely water signs need to know for the next 4 weeks, please? Please tell me more about this career or this situation where our water signs are having to do all the work or feeling like they're doing all the work in something. What is this conflict, please? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, thank you. Now, Spirit just showed me, so but I feel like this is just for some of you. I feel like some of you, this is a relationship, okay, as far as this could be parent, child, siblings, intimate, friendship, neighbor, whatever, you know, however that resonates. But what I just saw was, I saw a female energy standing next to a male energy that's walking towards this female energy, okay? But in the background, there is a male energy that is walking off in the distance. So that's telling me there's some kind of conflict there, okay? And so this could also be that type of relationship to where you were feeling like you were putting in all the effort, and this other person that was standing in the background wasn't doing their portion, okay, of what they should have in that relationship. And also, it's making me feel like there's an ending, okay? Now, some of you may have to fulfill a contract, but that doesn't mean that you know, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, it doesn't mean that you're not going to detach, because I definitely feel some kind of separation and detachment from that situation, those people, that job, however that is for you. And you are already, or you're getting ready to begin looking at new options, okay, and not even thinking about having this old option that you were doing, whether it's a person or a situation. You're not going to have, you're not even thinking about having that in your life again. Like, you really learned your lesson from this, or you're going to learn your lesson from this, okay, and realize that what you were already doing in the beginning, you should have been appreciated. You should have been getting more respect. And, you know, it's really making you rethink about, I'm not saying don't trust people, but it's making you really think about your circle of people to trust, okay? Because you got to remember, people have to earn your trust, okay? And a lot of times we're so good-hearted and we want to see the best in people, but at the end of the day, we're all here having an experience to teach each other lessons. And sometimes, you know, it can be hurtful things we go through. And even if someone doesn't mean to hurt us, we are in human bodies, and part of being here in this experience is, you know, messing up, making mistakes. And sometimes we hurt other people that way. Okay, so I feel like, you know, within this, that however you are learning this huge lesson, that just remember it's going to be very beneficial in your very near future. Okay, so that is a very positive, beautiful thing. Spirit, please show us more. Okay, what do we need to know for the next 4 weeks, please? Okay, water signs. What is this? Bigger, please. clarify? Okay, now I see a male and a female energy actually kissing, okay? So that means some kind of union. Now, it does not have to be intimate. Always remember that. It's a relationship, okay? And again, that can be career related as well. But I do see some type of unity coming in for you in a situation. So although you may end up leaving that situation or separating, detaching your mind from that situation, if it's a thing, you know, you have to continue out of contract. You're like I said, there was someone else walking towards you that you're going to be focusing on. So you may be thinking of new creative ideas with someone else, okay, on when this contract ends, what can we plan, you know, someone that you truly trust, okay. Now, if this is an intimate relationship, then that's awesome. If you're looking for love, if you're looking for romance, now something else. Now you have to remember, you know, this is one reason I really don't like doing love and romance readings. I do them, but I have to always say this disclaimer that, you know, you have to put yourself out there. If you stay indoors 24/7 with your curtains closed, and I say, okay, love is coming to you, and you're never putting yourself out there to meet or run into that person, well, then there's a missed opportunity, okay? So you have to also take action, because that's even with the law of attraction. We have to put forth effort, okay, on anything that we're trying to manifest. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Please continue. What do our lovely water signs need to know for the next 4 weeks, please? Okay, bigger, please. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, the reason I'm laughing, sometimes the symbols that Spirit shows me, they're just really funny. Okay, so what I saw was like it's kind of in between a ghost face or a stretched skull. Don't let this sound scary. It's not. Skull is a symbol of protection, okay? But it was like the mouth portion was stretched, and I could see the upper teeth. I've never seen that before in vision with this type of skull or ghost-like facial features. Okay, I've never seen the teeth that are like being shown the way that I've seen them. Okay, and so what I got from that was that is actually representing you, water signs, okay? That why, like, what? Why? You know, and just really, you know, you got your front teeth out there like, what in the heck have I done? Okay? How did I get here? Okay? Something like that. Okay? All right. Okay, Spirit, please continue. Okay, Spirit wants me to go to the shell. Okay, Spirit, what would you like to tell all of the lovely water signs that see this reading, please, for the next 4 weeks? Okay, bigger, please. Bigger. Okay, please clarify that. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So I see a male type energy now. I just did a reading for earth signs I believe it was. I could be wrong, but I believe it was the earth signs. Speaking of needing to bring out the male, the masculine energy right now to be able to make things more stable. Now, what I just saw was a male energy. So, and this male was surrounded by 2 dogs. Okay, now dogs, and they were smiling. And so what that's telling me is dogs is a symbolization of loyalty, trust, okay, companionship, friendship, all right, the true unconditional love, okay, no matter what. And so I definitely feel like Spirit's letting you know that you need to bring a little more masculine energy into your life right now, okay, that hardcore go-getter energy. And I'm not saying be cold to people, no, but I'm saying get that go-getter energy really stirred up. Get your, if you don't understand about the masculine energy, then I do recommend that you research that. Always using your intuition and what resonates with you in your situation, okay? And that once you're able to get a little, it's not even being pushy. It's just being more assertive, I should say. Being more assertive, and that's going to help bring things into that unity balance, okay? And that's when other people are going to take you more serious. They're going to realize, hey, we've messed up here. We've done something, or we haven't respected this person's boundaries, things like that. But you have learned your lesson. So once this contract is over, I feel like for many of you, you will be stepping away from that energy, okay, and call it lesson learned and no more and moving forward. But whatever you're moving forward into is going to bring you into, again, the unity, okay? It's going to bring you into some kind of beautiful bonding friendship, that a really trustworthy one where it's going to be the unconditional love, okay? Where you're not going to be working yourself to death. It's going to be, because the male energy was also smiling, but the thing is, both the dogs were smiling, okay? So that's what really stuck out to me. So, you will be surrounded by the energy. It doesn't have to be people, okay? But the energy of, once you walk away from that, or allow that to run its course, then this beautiful energy is going to be coming in, surrounding you, and you'll be able to attract more on that same frequency of trust, okay? Trusting the right people, trusting yourself more, and understanding who you are, what you don't want, so you can move forward with manifesting exactly what you do want, okay, from here on out. So that's very beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video again and turn the lights back on. I'll be right back, and we're going to begin some cards. Okay, water sign, I'm back. Let's begin with the cards. Okay, Spirit, which deck would you like to begin with for guidance for our water signs for the next 4 weeks, please? What do the water signs need to know? What guidance, please, Spirit? Which deck? Oh, this one, thank you. Big jolt. Okay. Big jolt of energy here. Thank you, Spirit. Holy Spirit, Holy Divine, please show me, tell me, or both, what does lovely water signs need to know for the next 4 weeks, please? Thank you. Okay, this one? Yes. This one? Yes. Okay, more from this deck? Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. what energies, what information would you like to please give lovely water signs the next 4 weeks? Okay, thank you. This one? Yes. This one? Yes. More from this deck, Spirit? Yes. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. These? Yes. More from this deck? Nope. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So I'm going to start with these two. Now, please know, unless Spirit tells me to, I do not read tarot cards in reverse. I have one specified deck that I do that with, okay? And this is not the deck, so I do read by intuition. Oh, yes, so right here we have the World. Okay, I hope you can see that well. Okay, and I'll get more in that in just a moment. And we have Four of Swords, yeah. Okay, so right here what I have with this World card, okay, that's telling me endings and new beginnings, okay. This is taking action or some kind of choice that you need to take action on, okay. And it's also all about your will, okay, your willpower and what do you truly want, your heart's desires. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is about, you know, the energy now as far as some kind of business opportunity, some type of signing a contract of some sort. It could be buying a home, and then once you buy the home, it wasn't disclosed that it was haunted, you know, something like that. It's not what you signed up for or thought you were signing up for, okay? And so now it's caused you to come to this place of where you're having to, you know, meditate, take some time out mentally and spiritually, going within, okay? And being able to assess the situation, ask Spirit for guidance, you know, trying to see the bigger picture, because now it's like realizing, okay, what seemed like a great opportunity has really turned upside down for me, and how can I turn this into something positive and get out of the situation. So I feel like that's what these energies are here, and that Spirit's going to be coming in for you, if not already. Again, some of you already may have experienced this and stepping out of it, okay? But I feel like Spirit is saying that, you know, just to make sure that you do go within, okay? This could be requiring some type of hermit mode for a few days, meditation, yoga. It's something to where, you know, you're going to be able to free or at least clear your mind for at least small amounts of time. If not, you know, if you can't do it for long periods of time, at least small amounts of times, to get some clarity from this situation, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take all of these together, and let me see what we have here. Okay, so let me back up, guys. So always remember, I ask everyone, please look up your angel numbers. This is the number 21, okay, which reduces down to the number 3. And then we have the number 4, okay. So look at those angel numbers, and it'll help give you an even clearer and more broad as far as love, career, finances, you know, things like that, in addition to this reading. Okay, so it looks like, okay, we have the Three of Swords, okay, definite, something did not work out as planned, okay. And then we have, so that's another number 3, okay. So you got 2 3s here, and some of you may be seeing synchronicities as well at this time. So please pay close attention to those synchronicities. They do not have to always be just numbers. You know, look for music on the radio, something that plays that gives you an answer, or someone just out of the blue telling you something that normally they wouldn't say, but you know it's an answer to something for you. You know, and you know, be watching for pennies to show up in unexpected places, or feathers, things of that sort, or just, you know, things that are synchronistic, like situations, how, you know, things might go a week and you keep seeing the same spirit animal, or the same insect, and if that's the case, you need to look up the spirit animal or the spirit insect meaning, okay, and use what resonates with you. And because there will always be things when you look these things up that don't resonate, but we know if you use your intuition, you'll know and say, okay, this is my situation, this is the essence that I need to take on in this situation right now, okay? And then take, you know, from the symbology meaning of whatever animal or insect that it is, and run with that, okay? Yeah, and see, and also we have 9 of Swords here. Hope you can see. Yeah, that's endings. Definite endings coming, okay? Getting stabbed in the back. Again, the lady was sitting at the desk alone. And all these desks, okay, nice sunny day outside because there was like windows everywhere. Again, there were no cubicles, so I could see, you know, clearly straight through. And you, lovely water sign, were the only person at your desk actually doing the tasks that need to take place. So, you know, it's like bright and sunny, everybody else is out having fun while you're stuck, okay? Then we have here 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, see, this lady is like begging, and I do feel like for many of you it has to do with your career, okay? But what I feel like it's more of on an energetic level, as in, because she asked why. Okay, I saw, in vision, remember, someone asking why. It was in quotations. Okay, so that's what I feel like the begging is. It's for many of you, you know, some of you it could be hardship, or this situation has caused you some financial hardship. But I honestly feel like for most of you that this is like a more emotional type and physical, because it's like physically draining you. You know, you signed this or you agreed to this situation, and now it's not working out, and it's like, you know, it's physically draining you, and you're just like begging, like, oh my gosh, I can't hold on much more. It's like, this is just too much. This is not what I thought I was signing up for. Okay? But then, look at the outcome here, okay? You have a Knight of Pentacles. Now look, okay? Now remember, I saw in the turban shell that there was a male energy, the masculine energy coming out, okay? Now I want you to look how proud that this horse is standing. It's standing strong. It's posing. I hope if you can see, there is one of its legs. Okay, it's kind of bent, like it's posing. It's being very eloquent. Okay, now let me get the paper. Again, I'm going back to how I react and my level of maturity. So, from what I'm getting from this horse, okay, this horse is very mature, very eloquent. Okay, it's went through its training. It knows what it's supposed to do, and it does it well, okay? And I really feel like that this outcome is going to be you. I'm trying to think of how to say this. Spirit, please help me. Help me communicate this correctly. Okay, thank you. I feel like Spirit's trying to say that this horse the eloquence that is representing you, water signs, and that you are going to see beautiful abundance, okay, that is going to be coming in. But right now, and you got to remember, abundance does not have to be money, okay? Abundance could be, good friends and good family, good health and wellness, a body, mind, and spirit, prosperity, success, those sorts of things at that same energy, okay? But at the same time, the horse is standing still. So that means for many of you, not yet, but it's on its way. So now if you think back to when I saw the person that was in the background, the male in the background, and I saw another male walking towards this female energy, right? Okay, and so that's exactly what I'm picking up with this card here, okay, is once, because like right now you're still in that situation, many of you, where that person hasn't walked away yet, or you haven't detached yourself from that situation yet, okay? But as soon as you do, then this horse is going to begin walking towards you, okay? With this gift. Very beautiful. Okay, Spirit, let's see what symbol or symbols that Spirit would like for you to have your water signs. What are you cannot make this up. I'm going to keep my hands under this camera because you've got to see this. Look at this. We have a horse. You see, I cannot make this up, you all. Now, how beautiful can this get? That is a horse. Spirit, thank you so much. I'm going to put this here on this card, because this is going to be a lot of abundance that's going to come your way. This is going to be a beautiful outcome for y'all. Just hang in there, okay? And remember, go within, okay? If you have to turn your phones off for a while, do it. Whatever it's going to take, okay, to get your clarity, okay? To be able to mentally detach yourself from that situation. If those of you who are stuck in those contracts, or it could be a verbal contract, whatever, but some kind of contract. Also, if it's someone that has, let's say, like I was talking about earlier, it's just an example, but let's say you did buy a house and it's haunted, and you don't want that sort of thing. You never wanted that, okay? And I feel like for it could be like you bought a car that was a lemon, okay? For those of you in those type of situations, I feel like Spirit's saying, yes, of course, go within, okay? But this is going to be a time that you also need to find out all the information you can, okay? And before it's too late, and see what things can be done about that. If you can maybe, get a different vehicle, what the laws in your state are, or your country are with these things. Okay, well, much love to each of you. I hope and pray that each of you have an extremely blessed next 4 weeks, but I will see you sooner than that, and I wish you the best. Okay, much love. Bye-bye.